Hi, hello, welcome to 2026. Is it too late to be saying that? I've been at the cottage. I'm a little Let's get started. Today, I want to talk about all of my 2026 goals, my bingo card for the whole year, and because I am extra, we're going to also be doing bingo cards for each quarter. So this will include my 2026 bingo card for the whole year and for Q1. While I'm talking about my 2026 goals, I will be making the Pearl Headscarf by Spaghetti Western Patterns. This is a free pattern that I have already downloaded, already printed, and cut out. So we are good to go. Ultimately, I will be making this pattern out of this beautiful, super fun tomato print fabric from Fluid Plus Drape. I am currently waiting on some red satin to line it with so that I can have some satin next to my hair, but to make sure that the pattern is appropriately sized for my head and how I want it to fit, I will be making a test one first, or a sample, a toile, if you will, first to test all those measurements. So let's get started. Goal planning is my favorite time of year. And last year and this year, I decided to take a break from my traditional way of planning for my goals for the year and have gone with the bingo card method. Now, I originally saw this method on TikTok on some video that I cannot find anymore. It was probably just November, December 2024, and this girl was talking about how she had a bingo card for the year of all the things that she wanted to do, and it wasn't just high-level achieving goals. It was also just fun things that she wanted to do. I remember her talking about going to see a concert, and when she got a bingo, she rewarded herself because she'd worked hard to get all of the things accomplished, which really, really appealed to me over the last year and this year. Last year, I fell off a little bit, probably Q3, and did not achieve a bingo. But this year, I am determined to have at least one bingo a quarter and at least 2 bingos by the end of the year on my annual bingo board. Enough talking about the theory of this. Let's dive into my 2026 bingo card. So as you can see, I have a variety of different things on here that I want to achieve. These range from things that I can control to things that maybe I can't control quite as much as I'd like to think I can. So let's go over the things that I can control first. One of the big things that I had on my bingo card last year that I didn't quite achieve, that I still really want to achieve, is more hours outside. I work a remote job mostly. I work from home, and I spend a lot of time inside with my hobbies. And so this year, I want to make sure to be spending more time outside in the fresh air, whether that is sitting on my patio or going for a hike or something in between. I want to spend more time outside. I also want to make sure that I am doing YouTube videos. My goal is a little bit aggressive at 24, but I will get there. This, again, is a goal. If I get there, great. If I don't, I will have been pushing myself to achieve that. I also have the goal of selling at least one market this year. Hopefully it's a little bit more, but my goal is one. And at that market, I would like to sell 50 items at minimum. That feels pretty achievable. Throughout the year, I'd also like to do 10 me-mades. So I think I've already done 2. I think I'm already 2 down. So that's pretty good for only being the middle of March. I also would really like to finish my holiday short and then publish it. Will that happen? I don't know yet, but I am pushing myself to get there. And then we have some fun things, such as attend 5 musicals, attend a concert, and go to a hockey game. These are all things that I love to do or haven't done in a while and would really love to experience. But similar to a lot of things in that category, if you don't make a commitment to do them, they don't get done. So now talking about things that I don't have a lot of direct control over is things like number of YouTube subscribers. I would really like to reach 300 YouTube subscribers this year. And I don't know. I don't know if I will make that, but by making YouTube shorts, by promoting my videos on other social platforms, by making videos, by learning new video editing skills and making my videos more interesting, I am pushing myself to get to that sub number. I also would have a certain number, a certain monetary amount that I would like to earn from primarily selling my items. But I don't know if I will reach that. Some of that really depends. Like if I sell at a market, I will likely reach that number. But if I don't sell at a market, then that number is a lot harder to get to. And since we are basically almost done with March, it feels a little silly to review my Q1 goals, but here we are. So as you can see, most of my Q1 goals are really breaking down those annual goals into smaller chunks. This makes it feel a little bit more achievable, a little bit more doable, and honestly kind of accounts for maybe the seasonality of some of them. So I'll take my outside time goal into account. So for Q1, my goal is to spend 50 hours outside, which obviously is not a quarter of 500. But with it being January, February, it's pretty gross where I live. It's very rainy. It's very overcast. You don't really want to go outside. You kind of want to just like stay inside and curl up with a good book. So I have adjusted that goal for this quarter to be more realistic based on where I live and the lifestyle that I have. Other things that I have for this quarter is to go to a hockey game. I don't think this one is going to happen this quarter. I was really, really hoping to make it up to Seattle for one, but it is likely not going to happen. But in great news, I already have both of my Me Mades done for this quarter. Not to say that will stop me from making any more, but I'm really proud of the fact that I have already made multiple items for myself and to sell for this year. I have also already researched the markets for the year. A couple of them are season-long ones that I've never been to, so I would like to check them out here at the beginning of the season before I apply to have a booth there, but all of that is looking really good for the rest of the year. I already have my 3 Substacks done. I've already planned a trip, which also includes a concert, which will cross off one of my goals for the entire year. So overall, things are going pretty well, even with a couple weeks left here in Q1. So I'm hoping that I will reach at least one of those bingos. Hi, mid-video surprise, my machine stopped working. So as I guess a present to myself, I spent a little bit more than I was intending on a new machine. It is a pre-owned, what have you, Husqvarna Viking, and I've done 2 lines of stitches so far, but those lines of stitches have been beautiful, so let's get on with this project. Getting a new sewing machine was definitely not on my bingo card for this year, but I am really glad that I got it. It made finishing this project so much easier. It's so much more nimble than my old machine. I had my old machine for over 10 years. I think I went back and calculated it and I got it sometime in 2014, maybe like January, February 2015. So it had served a great long life and had moved cross country with me at least once. So I was grateful for its service. With Q1 coming to an end, I will start to think about planning for Q2. Generally, this means taking a look at those annual goals. What have I achieved? How much have I achieved towards those goals? And then making my Q2 goals accordingly. And then throwing in the occasional one-off goal just for fun. Well, it's now March, so clearly my goals for the year are off to a great start. But if we're being honest, as I may have already said, my machine died in the middle of this project, and then I got a new one. So you didn't get to see the end of my hood, but I did get her done, and she is beautiful. I have not had the chance to make the one out of my tomato fabric, so we will save that for another video. But I am really excited for my new machine and for all of my projects that I have coming up this year. I wish I did a smaller pattern on this quilting. I really did just really big basic blocks. They were supposed to be angled, and then even that didn't seem to work. I don't know. Anyways, I loved it. My hair is up. I think one of the things that I am going to do in my, I'll say my edit, of my bonnet is to extend either the front or the back, because I do frequently have my hair up in a bun or a pony or something like that, so it's not always down. And so I need a little bit more room in my bonnet. Thanks for sticking around for this 2026 goal video, even if it was a little bit belated. Let me know in the comments what one of your goals for 2026 is. Anyways, I'm off to make a Regency dress. Bye!